Alright guys, as you can see, we're going to work on the BW today. I have the S4 here to be able to take the battery out or anything that I had to do on it. If you remember yesterday, I was trying to pretty much turn it on over the night. It was raining a lot more. Right now it's just decent. But it was pretty bad yesterday. The battery was pretty much dead, so I put it to charge overnight. Today we're pretty much going to find out what happened to this car. How can we make it run back again? Anything that we might need. But yeah, as you can see, let me show you now on the day how bad this car looks, because it's not just it doesn't just look back from far away, it looks back close too. So first of all, it's paint, it's not wrap, it's paint but used on the outside. So as you can see over there, it's pretty much just a half paint job kind of thing. Interior looks clean but dirty at the same time. It's like maybe just a nice clean out will help, but manual obviously, aftermarket radio. But one of the worst parts here on the back, look at that thing. Ooh, let me not even keep playing with that. So as you can see, somebody removed the wiper over here. I pretty much used a leak and rust the shit out of that. But I'm thinking I might be able to just get a new hatch, because this over here doesn't look as rusted, and that over there is pretty much clean. So I'm probably going to put the interior out on this car and then make sure to check it. Yeah, look at that. But yeah, you can see it too. This car has been sitting for a while. So we're going to see what can we finish finding out on this car. Yeah, wheels. One of the wheels in the back is definitely seized because the car wasn't moving when we're trying to push it. The guy says they might need a timing change, it might need an engine. He thinks it might have jump timing, but we're going to see. The belt looks alright, but obviously we never know. Like, I can move it with my fingers like that. I don't know how good I feel about that, but it's an old car. It's probably an old belt. I'm going to do all the diag that I might need for making sure that it's okay. But oh yeah, by the way, this door doesn't fucking close. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that. But we will see. Let me show you guys what I find out right now with the car. I take the battery out, take the battery out of the S4. Now we're going to see. So I put the ground pretty much right over here. Then with the power, we check the solenoid to push it in that way. I'm going to check that right now. As you can see, sense, that means that it's pretty much pushing it good. Let's check now the one, the spin. That's the one that is the big one. That will be this bottom one over here. The one that pushes this one. The one that pretty much does the other one is this. So let's see. So you see that? I think that starter is pretty much getting this starter is pretty much getting short right now. So right now it's pretty short. So I'm going to take the starter out. Oh, it's hot too. That makes sense. That's where it was burning the other day. Okay, so let me show you. This is pretty much how the starter works. So obviously the big gear on the front, big solenoid over here that turns the car on, pretty much spins the car, grounds to the chassis. Like I said before, first solenoid, spin it, second solenoid, engage it. So there's spinning, there's engaged. So it is working now. Why it wasn't working before then? Well, let's try again. I'm going to put it back again and see. Maybe the ground was bad, I don't know. Well, as you can see before, it was definitely not turning. It was getting short over here. Wait, let me try like this maybe. A couple times. So now it's fine, and it's a lot less heat on it. So I'm going to put it again just to see, but that was pretty weird. It's one of the easiest ones though to do. You can see one on the bottom, one on the top, pretty easy. All right, so let me show you pretty much what I finished finding out on the car. The car starts now though. So I was playing with the starter. I put it back in it because I see it was loose, and I keep doing the same thing. As soon as I put it back in it, I keep doing the same thing. It was locking up. So I was like, okay, if it's locking up like that, I start losing it up. I pretty much it will freeze up again as soon as the keys pull out. So I was thinking, oh, it's probably the engine is seized or something like that. Then because the starter is the engine is putting too much pressure on it. Then the starter is pretty much getting grounded or getting it needs too much force to be able to turn the engine. So I was like, the engine is seized. I know this thing likes to jump timing. Obviously, I just bought a car that pretty much I don't know anything about. As you can see, it's not like it looks the best. And the last time it was inspected was on 22. So, but let me show you what pretty much I finished finding out. I'm trying to spin that pulley, but hey, and nothing happened. I'm pretty much trying to spin it with just a small ratchet, pretty much, you know. It didn't spin the correct way. So the way that you have to do it is it's like you will be looking at your clock. Remember, your clock will be moving like this. So that's clockwise. It will be like that. That's normally how an engine will turn. So you have to just turn it that way. It didn't move, so I was like, let me see if maybe me backing out is going to take care of that any clunk they can have, and then it will move. Well, it moved going back, and then I was like, oh, so it's not like a connecting rod freeze up or a bearing pretty much spins because it's spinning backwards. So what I finished doing was I keep doing it while I was looking at the belt over here. I find out the pulley was moving, but the belt wasn't. So I'm like, what can it be? Something on the belt system is pretty much getting seized up. So let me go over here. Let me show you. So let's see if we can catch it up. As you can see, that's spinning. That bottom one looks like it's going to be the power steering pump, and that one spins free too. Obviously, there's nothing on the back. There was the tension over here, that spins free, but look at the alternator. That thing is not budging at all. So I put everything back together. That's still one of the bolts for the starter because I just put one just to make sure that the car would start fine, or what would have happened. I came here, plug in, key on, put this tray right away. Ooh, wow, there it is. So as you can see, that thing is working now. I don't know if the clutch works. Let me see. I put on reverse. Was that reverse? I think it's going forward instead of reverse, but that's something that we're going to worry about another time. Woo. So we know that works. So, you know, I'm going to try to put that starter back on and try to put it back in the trailer because, as you can see, this is a whole different area that was yesterday. So I had to put it back in the trailer now. All right, let me take the battery back out, trying to put the starter bolt back in it, and pretty much pick all my shit up, put it on the trailer. All right, we're back at it again. So now I know the car runs, doesn't really drive, but at least I know the engine works. So I'm probably going to stop working on the engine. We're going to work on this tire. I don't know which of the two is the one that is seized, but I'm going to jack it up. We're going to my bad, I just have a quick thing over there. I'm going to jack it up, and then we're going to pretty much see if it moves. If not, I'm going to take the caliper out. I'm going to see what maybe is happening with it. So, but I'm definitely going to start with this tire because I'm pretty positive that this is the one that is actually getting seized. So I'm going to set you guys up over here. I'm going to start taking the tire off. This thing is not moving at all, pretty much. Something that you guys can try if you need to is you can put 2 of these bolts back in, and then with the pry bar you pretty much will jam in the 2 bolts like this, and then you try to pry on it. I already tried to move it with the tire on, so I know that thing is not moving right now. I'm going to try to push the caliper back in it. I think this caliper is the one that you have to spin and then push, but I'm going to try it right now. And then if no, it doesn't go back in, I'm pretty much just going to take the full caliper out. When they're stuck like this, I like to grab the biggest pry bar that I have. I'm pretty much just going to jam it right over here. There we go. There it goes. There it goes. So, okay, yeah. So first of all, let's see. If you look at it right over here, you see the slots over there? That's pretty much the parking brake and how engaged. So this cylinder pretty much engaged by rotation like a screw. So when you push it back, normally you will need to turn it back and then push it at the same time. Oh, these parts are seized too. So let me teach you pretty much a quick check on how to check brakes. So before you even loose this up, you will try to pretty much push it from the back and trying to push the cylinder in. That's when you know if the cylinder is releasing good. Let me say the piston is good. Then you will come here, you will check your slides, you will make sure sometimes they get stuck. So that one is nice. This one on the bottom is okay too. And then you check your pads. Obviously these pads are stuck there, so I'll grab my pry bar and the pry bar again. Use a little bit too big one for this one. Let's see. There we go. As you can see, just check that bearing for free play. Let's hit this way now. Let's move. Let's see. There you go. So everything to check is pretty much this. Check this ones, make sure they're okay. If some of them will get all the way through this, and then this will have a hole pretty much. Well, my other problem is pretty much, as you can see, the brakes were pretty rusted. So I already ordered not calipers, but rotors and pads right now for it. I was going to try to bleed it right now, but the bleeder screw was seized. I pretty much had to order a heat gun, or not a heat gun, but a blow or a torch, or blow torch, whatever you want to call it. And then I'm going to pretty much be able to lose it. I don't want to snap it, so I pretty much just trying a little bit of force. I see that was too tight. I stopped right over there. Pretty much just finished working on the car right now. What I'm going to be doing is going to tell you what I have found so far, what I have written up over here to pretty much buy. For now, I just have pretty much the big 14s that I have. There's the alternator, so I can put the alternator back in and put the drive belt back in it, so we have power steering and all that back again. I always have a new alternator that actually works. I'm probably going to finish taking the alternator out and probably took it apart, just so I can show how the alternator looks on the inside and why maybe go back on that one. Plus, I don't think I have a lot of more to do on it. Maybe on the engine stuff, but I don't want to run a lot without the alternator on it. Definitely going to do all the maintenance for it. but I'm going to start pretty much. Well, I want to start with just doing the stuff that I know that is bad or wrong with it. And then I'm going to put it to obviously start. I know that it has a exhaust leak obviously, but alternator, and then it's going to be the rear brake, pads and rotors. Obviously I already have that ordered, but it's going to be the pads and rotors as soon as they come here. I'm probably going to do a full video of how to do them, but I don't know yet. Right door latch, I finished finding out the whole, like the actual latch on the inside, something's broke on it, so I'm just going to buy a new one, or I'm going to find if I can see a junker that maybe has one, the same car that like I do, or or see if I can find a place that maybe have a car that is similar to it that probably has parts that interact with each other, and the rear hatch. I'm really going to see if I can find a rear hatch. If I can find that junker, that's a good thing. If I find that junker, I can probably take the rear hatch, and I can take the door latch, and maybe even the alternator. So I'm going to see if I can find that junker for this week. Maybe I can go there and try to get that out, but for now I'm going to see. I know the Audis, the 1.8 Audis 2 comes with the same engine obviously, but I don't know if it's the same alternator. So I'm going to see. Obviously that will be the only thing that will be taken out of a car like that, because no really a lot more stuff that I need for this car yet. But that will be the stuff that will pretty much be trying to find. Maybe I will turn the engine on and see if maybe a check engine light comes on for something else. See if I can find anything else that might be wrong with it. But for now, I think that should be it. I mean, I pretty much check everything that I want to check. I know now that the brakes are no C's. I know that, you know, the calipers were fine, so I probably just had to bleed them. You know, the car is going to be pretty much okay for me to start thinking of putting it on the lift. I'm doing like engine stuff. I was looking at the engine bay this morning. I was like, yo, it would be nice to put a barrier on the back just to do like a nice shave engine bay. But we will see when we get there. For now, I'm going to pretty much just order that, trying to fix those stuff that is wrong with it. I really want to fix that latch and that rear hatch, because if I get a rear hatch, I can pretty much just forget about all the rust. I'm going to see what I can do on the porch, see if I can film it. The porch spray involved on me just pretty much sitting, spending time on the computer, looking how to program the stuff. So maybe there's not going to be a lot of details on how to do the porch until I'm done with it. But for now, it's pretty much just going to be me pretty much just slowly working on the Porsche. I going to see what can I show on it as case of like information wise. Obviously the Porsche is a 911 Porsche 911 996 with the 2.7 Audi engine on it. So there's probably going to be enough information that I can give to somebody, but for now I'm trying to figure out myself too. Obviously this is not an engine that a lot of people are putting in these cars, so I'm going to see how can I get it, how can I get like all the information that I can, all the information, pretty much pull it together and then see. But obviously I'm inside of the Porsche right now. Why don't we do a cold rev on this Porsche to close the video? Not cold rev, but a cold start. Let it heat up a little and then give it like a couple revs, nothing too crazy. Just to show you guys pretty much where I've been. The south still pointing this way. I want to pretty much do a couple pipe cuts. I'm pretty much putting it down, or do the whole south and then put it on the normal spot. But I want to turn it on and then pretty much show you guys a little bit of what the Porsche is about. I mean, by the end, the Porsche might be having its own video. Obviously, it's a big project. 2.7 Audi engine, twin turbo, still being twin turbo, as you can see over there, over here. Has a BMW S55 intercooler on there, all custom pretty much. Then we have a blow-through MAF pretty much over here, because I cannot put intakes on the top, on the front, and then I cannot combine them. If I combine them, it's going to be too much pipe. So I'm just going to leave them open, put a velocity stack on the turbos for now. I'm going to have a blow-through MAF sensor. Pretty much, you know, everything else is custom. The wires, pretty much all nice tied up. I'm still working on the coolant system because my fans are not turning on. So I'm still working on that a little bit. And then I had to pretty much finish getting a tune on high boost, but I don't want to get into high boost yet if I don't have the coolant system ready. So for now, I'm pretty much just going to try to get the coolant system done. Sounds pretty good, not going to lie to you. Sounds pretty good. Plus the fact of having a blow-through mouth on the 2.0 or 2.7s allows you to pretty much be able to have you open valves over here straight to the atmosphere. You don't have to have the recirculation happening. As you hear, they sound beautiful. I want to finish the tips over here. I don't know if I'm going to finish the tips pretty much coming like down here, like the GT3s, or trying to just finish running it and then putting it to the side. But that's something for another time. Right now I have the plugs over here so I can tune them like that, so it's going to be alright, and I can always change the setup. I have a couple more stuff that I really want to do to this car, but for right now I'm pretty much just taking it easy, trying to do everything easy on it. I'm probably going to take the engine out, trying to paint everything back again, but for now pretty much doing the mock-up, everything like that. Make sure everything is running okay, but that should be it though. For this car, I'm pretty much waiting for a air fuel ratio gauge right now. That I've been waiting for a while, so I think it's supposed to be here tomorrow, but we will see. But that's pretty much it. I will see you guys on the next one. Subscribe, I don't know, whatever you want to do. This is pretty much just for entertaining purpose. I'm just having fun, trying to record the fun that I'm having. I'm trying to teach everything that I have learned as working on cars and stuff like that. So when people are trying to see, and when people want to join a community, they know pretty much what to talk or what to expect. But yeah, let me know if you like the Volkswagen. Let me know what would you like to do with it, what you guys would like to see. Everything like that. Any feedback is appreciated. Maybe I can change my mind a little bit on what I want to do. I really don't have a lot of plans for it. As soon as I get it pretty much running okay, I really don't know what more steps to go. So if you guys would like to see on the track, on the circle tracks, or on the circle tracks, or maybe even on the drag strip, anything like that. Obviously I buy it for cheap enough that I don't care to throw the whole interior apart and just sell the interior. I'm trying to just make a full drag strip car. Have my Civic, but I really don't want to do any of that to the Civic. But you guys let me know what you guys would like to see. Maybe if you guys want to see a little bit more of tuning power, I can put a little bit of it, just a little by little, just pretty much going easy on it, because I just tune my own cars, so I pretty much just go easy on them, take my own time. But yeah, let me know what you would like to see, just in case, you know, we can have some bike content too. But I don't know, you guys let me know what you like to see. If you like to be, for me to be a little more greedy on stuff, we're trying to explain this stuff. I really want to go, I make like a whole different couple more videos. There's just more in details of explaining one part. I have a couple engines laying over here, so I probably want to show how it looks, how the engine looks, and all that stuff. But let me know. This should be it though. I've been talking for a long time. I say I was supposed to be making short videos, and so I can make more of them and throw more videos out. I want to really make them shorter. Maybe like that, I'm going to feel a little more comfortable making them and edit them. But that should be all. I'll see you guys in the next one.